almond milk, almond juice, almond byproduct, or almond water. According to the Webster Dictionary, milk is a whitish liquid secreted by the mammary glands of female mammals for food for their young. If you think almond milk is acting like an imposter, you aren't alone. In fact, the Dairy Pride Act went into effect for exactly this reason. My name is Jolie Rebando with McGregor FFA chapter, and today I will explain to you how the Dairy Pride Act not only affects us all, but also benefits you and your family as well. I will discuss nutrition and legislation impact of it all. A recent poll conducted on behalf of the National Milk Producers Federation shows that 49% of all Americans believe that non-dairy brands should not be allowed to use the term milk on their product labels because they are often less nutritious than dairy milk. However, 47% of Americans believe that allowing companies to use the word milk on non-dairy beverage, despite a policy which restricts imitation dairy foods derived from plants from being labeled as a type of milk, has no effect on their confidence in food labeling. 61% said it made them less confident in U.S. food labeling, while a small majority said it made them more confident. When informed that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration currently defines milk as a product of an animal, but does not enforce the labeling rule, most respondents said that they believe the FDA should restrict non-dairy beverage companies from using the term milk. 23% believe that the FDA should not restrict non-dairy beverage companies. These are findings from an IPSOS poll conducted January 4th through 7th, 2019. First, let's discuss why any of this even matters. Nutrition. Dairy packs in 13 nutrients. According to the Dietary Guidelines of Americans, 88% of Americans have insignificant dairy in their diets. We have always heard drinking milk helps you grow strong. Due to its abundant amount of calcium, protein, and 11 vitamins and minerals, the Department of Agriculture recommends that adults drink 3 servings of milk a day. You can achieve this recommendation by a bowl of cereal in the morning, a slice of cheese on your sandwich during lunch, and a bowl of ice cream after dinner. When looking through a microscope, researchers have found that plant-based milk, such as rice milk, offer 23 grams of carbohydrates compared to cow's milk, which only offers 12 grams. When we switch and look at protein, cow's milk wins by a landslide by offering 8 grams compared to plant-based milk, which offers little to no protein. Researchers have also found that substituting dairy for non-dairy alternatives leads to reduction in vitamin B12, riboflavin, and iodine. Even when this non-dairy alternative was fortified with calcium, there was still a higher risk of iodine deficiency. Next, the legislation of this matter. The Dairy Pride Act prohibits the sale of any food that uses the market name of a dairy product, such as milk, yogurt, or cream cheese, unless 1. The milk is from a hoofed animal, 2. is derived from such milk, or 3. contains such as a primary ingredient. You may be asking why this bill is so important. The U.S. Department of Agriculture found that most Americans are not meeting recommended intake for their dairy food groups. Consumers know that dairy products provide key nutrition necessary for child development and adult health. However, labeling of plant-based alternatives as milk conveys a nutritional equivalency that is not accurate. The trend to mislabeling is expanding each year. It needs to be corrected. Currently, the FDA regulations define dairy products as being from dairy animals. Though existing federal regulation is clear of this subject, the FDA has not enforced accurate labeling, and the incorrect use term of milk, yogurt, and cheese have increased rapidly. This hurts dairy farmers that work tirelessly to ensure their dairy products meet FDA standards and provide the public with nutritious food. It also led to the proliferation of mislabeled plant-based alternative products that contain a range of ingredients and nutrients that are often not equivalent to nutritious content of dairy products. David Timer, a general manager of Miltrim Farms in Athens, Wisconsin, said, "It's important for us that we are well respected in what our products actually are and how they are made. So by diversifying and spreading out what is truly milk, I think it also goes back to the farmers and all the work we put into making our product." The Dairy Pride Act would require the FDA to issue guidelines for nationwide enforcement of mislabeled imitation dairy products within 90 days and required the FDA to report to Congress 2 years after enactment to hold the agency accountable for this update and enforce obligations. Senator King is quoted saying, "When consumers look at the decision between many dairy-labeled products available at their local grocery stores, they may consume all options are nutritionally equivalent. Labeling plant-based alternatives as milk, yogurt, or cheese is misleading to consumers and makes informed dietary choice more difficult. Consumers deserve to clearly see the truth about the food they buy, while dairy farmers deserve a fair shot in a crowded marketplace." I think you would agree with me when I say no one wants to purchase fraudulent food products. Today, we discuss the benefits of the Dairy Pride Act. Nutritionally, true dairy products are far more superior than plant-based alternatives. Luckily for us, we have a vocal group of people in Congress who spearheaded the efforts in the form of the Dairy Pride Act. So hopefully now you can be informed consumers next time you enter the grocery store.